Hello people of YouTube, I know it's been a long time since I last made a video, even though people are probably not even watching my videos, but I still like making them. Here's my Hornby 75th Anniversary Silver Link, which I have lost the fake cold load for. But I don't know if you can hear that, but if you can, she's got sound. I bought a Hornby TTS sound decoder, specifically for the A4 locomotives. And she has sound now, and yes, I did install the chip myself. Didn't need nobody else's help. But yeah, I am running it off of a old Bachmann controller, Bachmann DCC controller. And they are compatible. The two remotes are compatible. Sorry, I had to take a puff of a cigarette. As you can see, number 3 is blinking, which means that Silver Link here, the chip is, the address is number 3 for the chip. There are multiple different sounds, I think. I mean, I know there are, but let me see here, sorry. Using off my iPhone here. They have multiple sounds. And as you can see, you can change the CV values. With, like most DCC chips, you can change the values. Let you guys get a quick look at that. Mainly changing the volume, which we'll try to do. I used to have an ESU Loc Sound program for my Mallard whenever I used to have a Loc Sound DCC chip in my Mallard. But something happened to the decoder and the programming system, which you plug up to the computer, which I'm not going to talk about. As you can see, these are all the sounds, and it tells you if it loops or not, or if it plays once, whatever you. But the only ones I can do are up to number 8. For some reason, number 9 does not work on this remote, but then again, that's what I get for buying a used remote years and years ago. And number 10 I also cannot do, because that's to switch to analog locomotive operation. So I can do 2 through 8. And the reason I can't do number 1 is because of the fact that number 1 is to turn the sound on and off. Even though it says it's for something else for the chip programming, that's just how this remote works. And yes, this is an old Hornby Live Steam regulator lever, which I did get another Hornby Live Steam courtesy of my fiance Kayla. I got the Mallard one. She bought me the whole set. It came with a track and everything. The only thing it didn't come with was, I think, the only thing it didn't come with, I think, was water. And as you can tell, that's her in the background. But what I may do, I may wind up buying the Hornby E-Link system to run it off of my computer just for this one locomotive. Anyway, if we do number 2, that's a long whistle. Number 3 is a somewhat of a shorter whistle, like a medium length. Then number 4 The really short burst whistle. Number 5 is door slamming shut. I don't know if y'all heard that. I'll play it again. There you go. And number 6 is wheel slip, which is pretty neat. I'll play it again for you. Now, I know some of these other chips out there, like as I mentioned before, ESU, you know, all those other chips. Like, ESU is made by Lokesound, so, you know, chips from Lokesound and Helljan and V-Trains or Vi-Trains, whatever you want to call it. Bachmann, you know, those high-end chips are pretty good. And even though Bachmann doesn't make very high-end chips, I mean, they do, but it depends. But, I mean, for DCC sound on a budget, I mean, this is not that bad. Let's see. Number 7. That is coal shoveling, one of my personal favorites. And the coal shoveling does loop until it is disabled, so I'm going to go ahead and disable it. Pretty neat. And finally, for now, is blowdown, which is number 8. And it will keep going until you turn it off, which is what I just did. Now, for the Bachmann Easy Command, emergency stop, forward, backward. So we're going to go forwards. Give her some throttle. She speeds up pretty quickly, which I like that. So I may keep the speed CVs as they are. The acceleration, the top end speed and the low end speed, and the deceleration CVs as they are. Let's get her going a little bit faster. It's almost like she went into a higher gear just then. And with this locomotive, the chip is in the tender, which means they have hair-thin wires and a plug going from the tender to the locomotive, obviously because the motor's in here and not in the tender. So be very careful when you're unplugging and replugging that, you know, that little plug, because it can be very expensive to repair. And since I live in America and I run a lot of British model trains, it would be very expensive for me to try to fix this. Alright, let's get her going full speed. Now once I get the Hornby Elite system, I'll be able to tell in scale speed how fast she's going. If I had to guess, right there, she's maybe going about maybe 80, 90 scale miles an hour. Or even faster. And if you're looking really good, the locomotive is shaking. As you can tell, if I steady my hand, you see the locomotive body is shaking. She's really wanting to fly off that rolling road, but hopefully the rolling road won't let her. Anyway, guys, Let me go ahead and slow her down slowly. Cool thing about this, when you start slowing down and you stop at a certain point on your remote, she'll coast until the DCC chip registers what speed it is, and then she'll automatically start chuffing again. Let's go ahead and play a whistle. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let me go ahead and bring her to a stop. Shameful part is I don't think she has the brake squeal automatically tuned into the system, like automatically tuned for whenever before the locomotive stops, the brakes are applied, which F12 is brake. You have to do it yourself pretty much right before the locomotive stops. All the other commands as well right here. The pins, what the pins are for and everything, all that jazz. Introduction, all that. And all that stuff. So anyway, if you watch my video, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Later. Say bye, Silverlink. Alright guys, later.